Hello everyone, it's day 84 and here we will continue from yesterday's session and today we will be working on search API, the only API we're working on today, and rest all it will be good. So let's start with that work and let's mark that in the Jira first, and we see in the Jira we have completed user review and database schema. Now also we have completed the user API modification. Now we are working on the search API. So let's mark it as in progress and let's go to the code. So if you see the code, we have added that. Now let's create an API where in new file, what we will do, we will do an API for search. .py, where again we will choose few of the things from here. Like this is required part, most of the things are required. So we will just copy paste it and remove the part we don't require, like UID and date time from. So it has two APIs, one for the user, one for the admin. Or we can convert this into single file API. We will convert that in that manner only. So first let's make a class search, which will which will import the resource class and what we require at the rate auth token required at the rate roles required admin comma user. We require both, but return should be different for both. Now here we will write our doc string. This is a search API and this will be a get not put. This is a get method which will return search based on the user role. Now again few things like parser is required. So in the search API we require parser. Q is a parameter that's query, which will be parser dot add argument. We will name it as anything that is, let's say, query, or Q itself, comma location is equals to args. So that is there. And now after this we will set get args, parser dot get args, which will be args, not get args, this will be parse arguments. So if you see, it's a parse argument, and we will use the same thing to parse this thing. Q equals to args dot get Q. We require this Q, so based on the Q. And now what we check, we will check user is equals to current user. So we will user equals to current user. Now we will filter something. Like let's say this is, let's say query. We, instead of queue we will write query. Now if user dot role double equals to user, queue dot filter by user active is equals to true, or instead of active we can say that status is equals to active. Else it will remain the same. Now what will be there? We will, there could be possibly of multiple users, so we have to make a list. For u in queue, and here we will write username is equals to u dot username comma name is equals to u dot name comma email equals to u dot email, and most important id, which will be at top, user id equals to u dot user id. So far so good, and we will return these things. Now this is this is the part that need to be in the try. So let's make it in a try. Except SQL coming error db.session.rollback return message database error, comma 500, except exception as e. Again it will be similar, but just the message will change. Error occurred as e. Now with this, if user return message user fetched successfully, data equals to users, and response code will be 200. And no, if not user, what it will return? Return with a message, no user found, comma 404 error. So I guess it's showing some problem. So let's try to run it. cd backend source vnv slash bin slash activate app.py, and we will add that into app.py, comma search API. We'll add API dot add resource, search API dot search, comma API slash search, or even not that, simple search. Now if it's their error, we will find that. So here all the problems are resolved now. So we have solved the issue of the search query, but there could be possibility of multiple things. So we have solved the user search query. We will send this in the front end. I hope you like this page, you like the format styling, and if anything needs to be added up, do let me know. Thank you. So today's session we have completed the search API. So tomorrow we will come back with post review APIs, where we will mark the post for reviews and all sort of those things, and then we will move towards my post API, where we have get, put, delete. All right. Then we will work towards the count APIs. I hope this is interesting for you. Thank you for joining the session.